being guided to record the emotions I'm going through right now. Just to let it all out. Things go well when I listen to my intuition. A really good friend of mine had a heart attack. Is in a hospital. I've been thinking about him all week, and I kept thinking, I need to call him. I need to go see him. I should just go visit. I should just go visit. And I had made a gift for him. But I didn't act upon it. And then I found out today when I got home from work that someone else who knows him called the house and let us know that he had had a heart attack a week ago. That's why he was coming in so loudly all week long to reach out and connect with him, or try to. Then I would have known sooner. You never know. And but you get a sense of things. And there was something very different about him when I saw him the last time. On the 20th of April, like 10 days ago. So I saw him a couple of days before it happened. And we said, well, we'll get together maybe next week and have dinner together. And I didn't hear from him, and I didn't call, but he kept popping up. There was other things going on here with Mum and my world, but usually when somebody or the thought of someone is banging on my thought that loudly, I listen, I connect, I reach out. And when I don't, after getting a loud message like that, I end up saying I knew it. I should have called. I did get to speak to him briefly this evening. He may be going in and they're going to put in a defibrillator or something. He's waiting to hear. But, just not ready to lose another key player in my world right now. And he's been a very good friend for a while. I know my mom's going to be leaving me soon. It's very upsetting. I understand her bodies. There's not much left. She's an incredible shrinking woman. And her battery hasn't got much charge left in it. The air filter's clogged. And now they got her on morphine to deal with her pain. So she has different forms of cancer. It's just a matter of how much time do I have left. And I'm getting the message that it's not very much. You know, I said to you, like, I don't want to hang around here like a vulture. But it was really hard being away, going to work today too, so I told them that she was a little prettier and maybe I'd be back next week, but I have a sense that's not going to be the case. Ending of a chapter in your life book. Can be sad, yes. Very sad. But it's part of the circle, it's part of the journey. We do have to end chapters so that we can start new ones. And we can't let the sadness of the ending of a chapter completely envelop us and take over our lives, because we're not meant to feel that intense emotion in long periods and have it take over permanently, because we are a myriad of experiences, and when we stay focused in one for too long, it throws our whole world off balance. Okay? Yes, crying is healing. Absolutely. Tears flowing and expressing emotions, feeling emotions is beautiful. It's wonderful. It's a blessing to experience emotions. And yes, experience them. Don't stifle them. Don't ignore them. Don't pretend they don't exist. Because when you do that, you're heading for a load of trouble. That's when you end up, when we suppress things and we don't express them, it's held in. So anything held in, sooner or later, has to come back out. It's like a volcano waiting to erupt. We just don't know when, why, or how when we look at a human being. But a lot of them are walking, talking, suppressed beings of majorly suppressed emotions. And it's learning to suppress or express our emotions and be grateful for feeling them and experience them that actually relieves all the pressure and pain in our bodies. Just sit there right now and go, really? Oh, is that what that is? A lot of this aches and pains that I have? It's emotions and feelings that came to me to be experienced. And I forgot to be grateful for that experience and those emotions. So thank you. Thank you, emotions. Thank you, feelings, for coming into my world, into my reality, and letting me experience you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as you are grateful for these things, then they can be released. They're like, yes, we came to be felt. We came to be experienced. We came because you asked for us. Now thank us so we can leave. Feelings and emotions are gifts, and we need to be thankful for those experiences. Well, what's life without feelings and emotions and experiences? It's nothing. You wouldn't be here on earth if you didn't want to experience these things. To me, earth stands for experiencing all realities telepathically, hologram. So what we think about, we bring about, and then we experience that reality. And we think about telepathically, and we create a new hologram. And then we experience all of that reality. Experience, all, A-R, reality. Telepathic, T-H, hologram. That's what Earth is to me. It's a really freaking cool learning place. So really just chew on that thought for a while. That what you imagine, talk about, think about, ask about, that's what you manifest. A perfect example is somebody who says, I can't lose weight. I can't seem to, whatever, fill in the blank, your end of that sentence, because a lot of people have a list of I can't. And that list is the one you need to address, because it's full of shit. I call bullshit on your I can't list. Take the apostrophe T out of there. You're suffering from the apostrophe T catastrophe. Because you can. As soon as you think you can do something, your thoughts and your body and your ideas get focused on how you can make it happen, how you can do it, how you can bring that into a reality. Wherever your thoughts and emotions are focused is what you're magnifying and amplifying and creating. So stop creating such dismal realities with your stinking thinking. Because it's stinking thinking and negativity, and always listen. Whenever somebody offers you a suggestion, do you automatically attack it, discredit, and defend why you can't do it? That's the real ADD most people are suffering from. They attack ideas. They discredit them, and then they defend their shit. And until you lose that ADD formula, you're never going to be happy. You have to be open to new if you're not happy with the way things are. That's the definition of insanity. To keep doing the same thing, bitching and complaining about it, and then wondering why you're not happy. Grumpy is grumpy because Grumpy thinks like Grumpy. Grumpy looks for things to be grumpy about to prove that he has a right to be grumpy. Happy likes being happy. Happy looks for things to be happy about to prove to himself that there are things in the world to be happy about. Sleepy's always tired. Dopey's always dopey. And Bashful's so busy being shy that, and so afraid of the world that the world doesn't even notice them and they don't notice it. Bashful is missing out on a lot of shit. With the, I'm too frightened story you're telling yourselves. It's all a story. I used to tell myself that story. It's too scary to talk to strangers. Because that was a bullshit story I was fed. But it is bullshit. Because we're all strangers to each other until we introduce ourselves and open up and let each other in. That's how you get a friend. You had to be open enough to be able to say, hello, my name is... What's yours? Pardon me. It was a pretty good cry. I have a smidge more time with these people I care about. That's about it. I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for all the time that I had in the past. And these two characters, actually, in the past, we have not seen eye to eye on a lot of things, and a lot of times, and a lot of moments. And these two characters irritated the shit out of me many times, and I swore I was never going to talk to them again. But forgiveness, gratitude, and appreciation helps everybody grow and look beyond the things that we don't like about each other and focus on the things that we do. Because when you focus on the things that you do like about somebody, then you notice more of those things. And you're less angry. And you're less irritated. Because you know what? You need to be willing to accept other people's ways and thinking and differences if you want them to accept yours. Your thinking and ways and opinions on certain things may be drastically different from mine, but that doesn't mean we can't hang out and be friends, does it? Do your friends have to think exactly like you do? Well, then you're not going to have very many friends because nobody thinks exactly the same. And if that's a prerequisite to hang around with you, well, we're probably not going to be friends. Because I think way different on just about every topic than than the crowd thinks. I'm not usually following the crowd and chiming in and repeating the same old, like other, like boring chit chat and saying the same old conversational sayings and this and that. Very boring and annoying to me. I like fresh conversation. I like to know what people like to do for fun or what they find interesting. I very rarely ask a person what they do for money, unless it brings them, they're living their passion and their dream. And then in that case, I don't have to ask them, because you can see it. They're doing it. They're living their dream. They're happy campers. They're healthy. They're just out there having fun with their life. And one of the gifts that I have is helping other people figure out their own way to let go of their shit so that they can get focused on their happy, what brings them joy, what their passion is, what their unique gifts are. Have you opened up all of your gifts yet? Are you happy? 50% of the time? 60% of the time? 90% of the time? Is life fun for you? Well, maybe you need to take one of my Happy is the Real Rich fun shops and learn a little bit more about the law of attraction and how to find your purpose, your gifts, your passions. If you're interested in learning more about that, click below. Let me know. I'll put it together if I get enough people who are interested in it. All right. I think I'm done with this video. Started out a little intense. But I also wanted people to know how healing it is to cry and how unhealthy it is to suppress. Okay? Nobody out tells any other being out there on the planet that they should not be sensitive. We admire the sensitivity of so many things and try to create and build sensitive equipment. When most of you don't understand how to operate this extremely sensitive equipment. I have ultra-sensitive detectors for all sorts of things. There's often I've been able to see person's gifts 6 months before they had any clue about anything about that. You know? They looked at me like I was crazy when I started to talk about it, but 6 months later, surprise, surprise, this person's doing something they never even dreamed of. Or had they subconsciously? It's the unconscious background, higher self voice, your soul, your heart, your intuition. I don't really care what you want to label it, but there's more than one of you. I mean, you argue with yourself, right? So your higher self is the one that I can tune into, that sometimes you're not sure of. Your higher self is your higher wise guide. It's kind of like the crow's nest, the inner part of you, the being, the wiser self. The heart, the part that knows what your soul wants. So if you come for a reading with someone like me, and that you don't know, and they suddenly during conversation bring up random things that truly resonate with you, that's because I'm tuning in to your higher self. And this is what your higher self is telling me to talk about. Because it'd be, for example, I was sitting there one afternoon and with a young man, and I'm suddenly guided to talk about, I see a vision of comics in my head and like a rock being, and this rock being is walking and talking. And so I say to this person, I'm like, how long have you been able to talk to the rock beings? That's an extremely bizarre thing to say in the middle of a conversation when you're just down by the riverside with a fairly new acquaintance, don't you think? But that was the loud and clear message that his higher self was telling me to talk about. They gave me a picture and everything. And as soon as I spoke those words, this person beamed from ear to ear. He was so happy to have that taken out of his thoughts from a perfect stranger and be said, hey, this is who you are. This is what you can do. That's cool. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Before this stranger, danger? No. Kind, wise stranger showed up in his world. He thought all of those thoughts were crazy. But how can you be crazy if I can hear it too? So if I hear the thoughts in your head, who's crazy? Me? You? Both of us? Oh. Or have we stumbled upon something so beautiful, so magical? It's absolutely a gift. Because the messages that I give are always helping a person transform or heal. I always get a hug at the end of my sessions. Must be doing something beautiful and right. Okay, I think this video is getting too long, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching a little bit of my crazy world. And this is me sharing a very raw video and part of my reality with you. Smiles to all of you out there. I hope I help just one person heal, understand, appreciate something in their reality that they didn't quite before. If any of you out there needs a personal private reading with me, leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Smiles to you. It's me, Diana.